Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We are back at it, and we're going to dive into I should probably say, one of the most highly sought after releases of 2023. This one here, Michter's Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel Finish Rye Whiskey. So this is a good one. We shall see. It's been great in years past. So really excited, looking forward to it. But before we dive into it, I want to give a huge shout out to my newest patrons, our good friends Kevin Miles and Kyle Rabicki. So Kevin and Kyle, thank you both for your support of the Bourbon Judge. Really do appreciate each and every one of you, as well as all my other patrons as well. Thank you for all the love, all the support. But Kevin and Kyle, as we say, welcome to the Judge family, my friend. Welcome to the Judge family. All right, so this is going to be a fresh pop for today as well. This will be a fun one. So what do we know about just Michters in general? I mean, I think the number one thing when you think of just Michters, they are truly, so you have Dan McKee, the master distiller. You have Andrea Wilson, the master of maturation. They truly are the experts, and they are known as the experts for toasting their barrels. It's just something that they do. I mean, they do it well. They're the best at it. So we'll see if this is another home run, or in this case, maybe even another grand slam. So the 2023 special release, and then as you also know, every year Michters, they put out a couple different special releases. So this is the most recent special release for 2023. Highly sought after. Definitely, obviously, highly allocated. So if you do find it and you're a Michters fan, you may want to grab it because it is definitely highly allocated. So not a ton will be out there. But what I always love about special releases is that fact that even if you can't find it on the shelf, a lot of times it's worth buying a pour at a bar. So a lot of really good bourbon bars more than likely should have this bottle. So that's that. All right, what else do we know? I'm going to let this bad boy air out. I normally let bottles air out, but I just got this one in. Whew. Don't you love that sound? I love that sound. I normally let bottles air out, but I just got this bad boy in, so I was like, hey, let's go ahead and get it on the channel. All right. So again, because Michters puts out a couple different limited releases a couple times per year, this is the most newest highly allocated release for 2023. So what are they doing? So essentially, Michters is taking their standard US 1 rye whiskey at cask strength, and then they're dumping it into a second barrel. Now, here's what's very unique. That second barrel is actually like a specialty type of a wood, and they're basically taking wood that's been air dried for over 2 years, making it as a barrel, and then they're toasting it. Not char, but they're toasting that wood at that point. So that's what kind of makes it unique. So it is cask strength rye whiskey, but it's in a toasted barrel from specialty wood, which is pretty cool. Let's get into the nose. Now, the only thing I will say is that we don't know how long it stays in that second barrel, or even, honestly, even the first barrel as well, technically, but we don't know how long it stays in that second barrel as well, that more recent toasted barrel. That we don't know. We do know that Andrea and Dan, they both take their time. Andrea, again, the master of maturation, and Dan McKee, the master distiller. They take their time and dedication when it comes to selecting the best wood, but then also the whole toasting process as well. So from a nose, from a fresh crack, oh my gosh. This is just like, it's everything that you would think of in a Michter's toasted barrel finish rye whiskey. Oh my gosh. So real quick, MSRP, $120. So true MSRP, $120. Again, if you find it, on shelves, it might be a few dollars more. We'll see whether or not it's actually worth picking up for more than the MSRP. And the average proof on this, I should say, for the rye whiskey, so the average proof is actually 108.9. However, for my bottle that I have, mine comes in at exactly 109.2. I like the proof point on this one. Not bad at all. Oh, man. So the nose, you have, this is truly, and I always say this honestly, but it's true. It's the truth. Michter's always has like that campfire kind of a nose. It's like a very much like a creme brulee, like a toasted brown sugar meets a little bit of caramelized, like a little bit like some vanilla notes. Oh man, very nice. Toasted brown sugar, some vanilla, Smidge of like a like a cinnamon note cut in the background. A little bit of like some maple syrup, just kind of drizzled in as well. Oh my goodness. I'm just thinking of like a s'mores. I really am. Some graham cracker notes in the background in there as well. It's such a rich and sweet type of a nose. Very sweet, but very rich. Very like almost like very sugary kind of a note, if you will. Man, so you're like, Judge, please go ahead and sip that bad boy. Stop nosing it. All right. $120 bottle. Again, coming in, mine at least comes in at 109.2 proof. Definitely highly allocated. So this is, I'm going to give you two judgments. A, is it worth a buy? And B, is it worth trying in the bar? I'm going to give you a double judgment today. Oh, all right. Here we go. Real quick, folks. 3 quick, easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts if you tried the new Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye Whiskey. And then last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get a notification each and every time I release new content. Fair? All right. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Oh, man. Damn. That's very unique. Very unique. I'm going to hold my judgment until the end. But that is very unique. Oh, let me get a little bit more. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Wow. So this just came out in September. So just last month. I've heard about it from friends. And I was wondering, is this release going to be equally as, good as like the last time they produced this? So I will say a couple things. Number 1, everything in the nose, that like caramelized brown sugar note meets like a graham cracker, meets with like a little bit of, honestly, like some maple syrup kind of just drizzled all in with the vanilla as well. Everything from the nose transfers to the palate. What I like about this is that it's very, actually, I mean, you don't normally get this a lot from Michter's because their proof points are a little bit lower normally on average. This is 109.3. It might sip even a little bit hotter, maybe even like 115, but it's bold, it's vibrant, and it's definitely a great representation of the nose, where it was very much like sweet and almost like a sugary kind of a note, if you will. That stays all the way through the end of the palate, and it's a long, solid finish. And my final judgment is wow. Hell yeah. That's definitely worth it's a buy, and it is definitely worth the MSRP of $120. Hands down, all day. It's also worth getting, if you can't find it actually on the shelf, to buy a bottle. Absolutely worth a pour. This is amazing whiskey. A lot of times people will say, well, Judge, how much would you pay for it? I personally definitely would pay maybe up to like $150, $160 for this bottle. It's so unique. Michter's truly they live in their own lane. It's a different type of a whiskey because they truly are experts at toasting their barrels. And because of that, that's the reason why I'm willing to pay a little bit more, because I don't think there's anything on the market like this. I don't think anyone else can toast their barrels exactly the way Michter's does. And this whiskey, I'm going for a second pour. That's just how good it is. Hey friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, salute. As we always say, much love and respect. Until the next time, peace. See you later.